Twisted Wonderland!
Pardon? You're telling me you actually went to the dwarf's mine in search of a magestone?
Yes?
I didn't expect that you'd seriously do it. And never in my wildest imaginings did I think you would actually return with a magestone. And here I spent all evening preparing your expulsion documents.
Are you serious? While we were fighting some crazy monster for you, you were expelling us?
Monster?
Yeah, there was a monster, alright. A big, nasty one. It nearly killed us.
Would you kindly relate this story in full? So a mysterious monster was living in the mines, and the four of you worked together to destroy it, and then brought its magestone back to me.
I don't know that I'd call it working together.
It was more like we just happened to share the same goal at the same time.
Oh, gracious. Oh. Oh. Oh.
What's this guy's deal? Bursting into tears in public at this age?
In all the decades I've worked at this school, the day has finally come when students of Night College have joined hands together to defeat a common foe.
Whoa! No way would I join hands with that guy!
Okay, one, there was no joining of hands. Gross. And two, exactly how old are you, head mage?
At this moment, I am moved beyond words. This incident has proven my hopes were justified. You, my doubts are allayed, for you possess the talents of a beastmaster.
What talents are those exactly?
My students have all been selected by the Dark Mirror for their exceptional talent and potential. But great talent begets great pride. And big egos. Most are so self-reliant and self-centered that they never even consider cooperating with others.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
But you possess no magic. Yet in spite of that, or perhaps because of it, you were able to convince those who can use magic to work together for a common goal. The everyday humdrum mundanity you possess may be exactly what Night Raven College needs.
But none of those words are good things?
You? I am convinced that people like you are necessary for the future of this school. My educator's intuition tells me so. Trappola, Spade, I hereby revoke your pending expulsions. Furthermore, I am granting you the qualifications necessary to attend school at Night Raven College.
What?
You remember that I can't use magic, right?
Of course, this is extraordinarily kind of me. However, there is one condition. Your inability to use magic is, for a mage, unacceptable. You would not be able to adequately pursue the school's curriculum. As for you, Grim, your actions today have made it clear that you possess sufficient talent to become a mage. In light of the total sum of your respective circumstances, you will share a single enrollment at Night Raven College.
I'll get to go to this school as an actual student? Not a janitor?
Correct. However, there must be no further incidents like the one that occurred today. We'll be clear.
I finally...
It'll be a pleasure working with you.
I finally did it!
Accordingly, I will now present to Grim the magestone that is issued to every student here.
A magestone, huh?
It is typically attached to the magic pen that each student uses. But I suspect your pools cannot handle implements. Therefore, I have a custom solution for you. Is it possible that I am in fact too kind?
Ah, sweet! I look awesome! A magestone collar to be worn only by the legendary Archmage Grim.
You're not listening to anything I'm saying, are you? You, as you can plainly see, Grim remains oblivious to the customs of human society. You are to keep a tight rein on Grim, and ensure that there are no further incidents.
Wow, that's quite the promotion. From janitor to student to prefect, all in the span of a day.
Oh, I see. So if your dorm is just you two, and the head mage himself is putting you in charge of Grim, that makes you the dorm prefect.
Well, that's gotta be a Night Raven first. A magicless prefect. But sure. Why not? Whatever works.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for this.
Good luck to you, prefect. Let's see that same spirit you showed us in the dwarf's mine.
Ah, yes, I suppose that does make you a prefect. It just so happened to have a job for you, and that title will make it all the easier to foist. I mean, congratulations! Now, I have something for you. This is called a ghost camera.
Ghost?
Oh, my grandma told me about those. Those are like super old magic items, right?
I would hardly consider them super old. But it may indeed have been invented when your great or great-great-grandmother was a child. It's a camera enchanted with a special kind of magic. It enables the user to photograph not just the subject's physical form, but parts of their soul itself.
Wait, that sounds sketchy.
They are called memories. Here's the thing. When the soul bond between photographer and subject deepens, the memories captured in this magic camera's photos come jumping out.
Soulbound?
When the photographer and subject grow closer, their photographs grow animated like videos. And sometimes the photographs take on corporeal form and slip out. Is that not what you youths would call wicked keen?
That almost sounds like ghost photography.
Very astute. Hence the name, Ghost Camera. I understand it was developed as a more vivid way to capture moments in time, in an age before video. As Spade observed, in days of yore, when people saw memories jumping out of photos, they would get spooked and yell, "Ghost!" I've heard many a tale of people who were deathly scared of being photographed by such cameras.
This tech sounds like way more trouble than it's worth.
You. I would like you to photograph Grim and the other students with this camera, and make a record of your campus life.
Sounds like the perfect way to immortalize all my finest moments.
Ahem. Make especially certain to capture the mischief caused by certain students who struggle with impulse control. Keeping a photographic journal sounds far less tedious than me writing lengthy reports, wouldn't you agree? As a prefect, consider it your duty to maintain a sharp eye on your surroundings and record them. Note how generous I'm being in providing you a rare magical item that even someone like yourself can use. Is my kindness not beyond all reckoning?
I'll give this my all.
The hour has grown late, so further details shall have to wait till the morrow. You are all dismissed. Return to your dorms.
Good night, sir.
So our history homework is to write an essay, We'll need research materials first.
The library is ever so nice and toasty in the afternoon. I could almost take a nap here and now.
Now, Lilia, this is a team effort. Not much of a team if you're off in Slumberland.
I know. Worry not. I'll pull my weight. This assignment is so simple that I could do it in my sleep, truthfully. There's little point in conducting research here.
Is history your best subject then?
You could say that, yes. I can more or less recall everything that's happened these past 500 years. You must be blessed with good fortune to have been paired with me.
Well, I won't say no to that confidence. First things first. We need to settle on a topic for our essay. Here's the list we were given to choose from. The range of time periods in Kingdom is pretty huge, so it might be tough to narrow it down.
Why don't we browse the history section and decide from there?
Good thinking. History is... here, I believe. There's a surprising number of books here on magic tools. The discovery and development of magic stones.
Here's wit for the twit. Magical pens. Adorable.
Maybe we can pass that one on to Grimm. With how closely tool development and history are, what do you think of writing about magic tools?
I wouldn't be against it. They do tend to go in and out of fashion with the times, so I think it'll be an interesting subject to delve into. Did you know there was a point when people rushed to make magical pens as small as possible?
Really? First I've heard of that.
That's no surprise. To you, that would be ancient history shrouded in myth.
What?
Eventually, the pens became so small that everyone began to lose them. That's when jumbo pens came into vogue. They were larger than me, even.
You really do know your history. And it's funny how you talk as if you were really there. Makes you think, though. If even magical pen can change with the times, it really calls into question other things, like our core values.
That's precisely what is so fascinating about it. Life is never boring if it's constantly changing. If anything, I'd love it if there were more such upheavals. Though it all fades away in the end, leaving me to wonder what part was a dream and what was reality.
Wow, what a weirdly melancholic thing to say. Not the sort of sentiment you typically hear from a student.
Oh, perhaps I'm wise beyond my years.
I never said that. By the way, what happened with the jumbo magical pens? They obviously changed to what we use now.
Oh, it didn't take long for them to revert back to their normal size. Having them so big and heavy was very inconvenient.
Thought so.
The turning point happened at a banquet held to celebrate a princess's birthday. When the king attempted to lift his pen, he was overcome by its weight and slipped a disc.
That sounds painful. Though trying to picture it, I can't help but laugh.
Feel free to find it funny now, but back then it was a very serious matter. They printed so many extra editions of the newspaper that they blanketed the city streets.
I'm impressed by your colorful imagination. Too bad we can't use any of it in our essay.
Imagination, you say?
Whenever I talk to you, I have the hardest time figuring out what's true and what isn't. You did make all of that up, right?
The world may never know.
Hey, Silver, we're in the lecture hall next. Better snap to it.
Thank you, Kalim.
Something up? You seem more out of it than usual.
I was only lost in thought.
Uh-huh. Nah, something's definitely up. I'm here if you need an ear.
Well, in truth, Sebek and I had an argument this morning over Malleus.
Oh yeah? not often you two fight.
I'd hardly call it a fight, but still, Sebek accused me of negligence towards Malleus.
Negligence? Oh, yeah. You and Sebek are Malleus's attendants, right?
Not attendants, bodyguards.
Gotcha. Go on.
Sebek wished to escort Malleus to the classroom, but I stopped him.
Well, why did you? What's wrong with them going to class together?
Nothing. It's just that Sebek is determined to never leave Malleus' side, not even for a single moment. It's gotten worse since he enrolled here. He holds our master in a very high esteem, so he was ecstatic to finally be able to be by his side at all hours. But I think doing so within the campus grounds is going too far, personally. Malleus deserves some time to himself, does he not? When I said that, though, he told me that as his bodyguards, to leave him alone for even a second would be an act of supreme negligence.
I get the picture now. You were in a fight about whether you should all hang out at school or not.
Not exactly, no. Well, yes, actually. I suppose that more or less sums it up.
I guess if I were in Malice's shoes, I'd feel kinda lonely.
You would?
I mean, if Jamil told me we couldn't walk to class together, I think I'll have a meltdown.
Oh, I'm not certain I understand why, but you may be right. Come to think of it, you and Jamil are always together, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been together since we were kids, so he's like a brother to me. Anyways, what did Malleus have to say about all that? Did he want the company, or did he say he'd rather be alone?
He said very little. He didn't show much of an opinion one way or the other. Is it possible I hurt him by failing to understand his feelings?
I doubt it. It sounds like you're way more upset about this than he is.
It does? Well, I suppose I did have some trouble getting through my risotto at lunch. It's usually my favorite too. Whenever I lifted my spoon, I would think of Malleus and stop. I hurried to finish what was left once the bell rang, but it wasn't the same.
That happened because you're a nice guy who cares about his friends. That's a good thing. So cheer up, Silver.
Oops. I apologize for putting you through this between classes. If we don't hurry, the next one is bound to start without us.
You're right. Well, how about we go together?
Sure, but you seem to be holding an astrology textbook.
Yeah?
We have practical magic next.
Oh, duh! Thanks for pointing that out. My practical magic textbook is maybe in my bag? Oh no, this isn't it. It's not that either. Wait, where is it? This is so weird. Jamil never makes mistakes.
Jamil? You rely on him for personal matters, in addition to his duties as Vice House Warden?
Of course! He's really on top of everything. If I try to get everything ready by myself, I'll probably forget something every time. Oh, found it! Huh? There's a note stuck on it. Don't forget your robe or homework. Aw, shoot! I totally forgot! See what I mean? I'll be completely lost without him! What is it, Silver? You're staring.
Thank you, Kalim. You've made me see that, indeed, being overprotective must be avoided at all costs. I'm more confident than ever about that.
Good? Not sure how I helped, but I'm glad you feel better.